Hello, my name is Judy. Welcome to the Liberated Multitasker. This video is going to be about food preps, prepping things for your freezer to use later to make it easier. And so we'll be going over onions, peppers, rotisserie chickens, and shredded cheese. So we're going to shred 5 pounds of pepper jack cheese. I've cut up one block, so I just have to cut the second block. The main thing is just cut it in sections that will fit inside the attachment. This is actually the hardest part of the whole process. One of the reasons I like to shred my own cheese, one, it freezes beautifully, and second, it doesn't have the waxy coating that the already shredded cheese you buy in the store has. And so when you go to melt it in dishes, it melts just so nice. So I'm going to now connect the attachment. This is the large shredder. It clicks in place. And you just screw that into place. I've got a 13-quart mixing bowl, and then we start shredding. I do this on low speed. And it shreds much easier if the cheese is good and cold. Once it starts to warm up a little bit, it might gum up a little, but if it's good and cold, it's no problem. And I do this on a low speed. There's 5 pounds of shredded cheese. So now all we have to do now is bag it. So I'll use 5-quart Ziploc bags. I usually can get about 1 pound of cheese per quart Ziploc. And I'll put the kind of cheese and the month and the year on the bag of when I've bagged it. And it really is this simple. So I'll just try to evenly divide it, get all the air out of each bag and seal it up. And I'll put it in my freezer. Okay, and there we have it. 5 pounds of shredded cheese. Now let's dice some onions. I have 4 onions in my basket I was worried was going to go bad, so I decided to go ahead and freeze them in cubes. I like having diced onions frozen, already prepped, so when a recipe calls for however much onion you need, I can just pull it out of the freezer, it's already diced. Now this Valdea chopping wizard comes with 2 sizes, a diced and a chopped. I like the smaller sizes, so I dice them. Now when I'm done dicing these, I will put them in the soup cuber. This is one of my favorite things to use for leftovers or freezing broth or soups, but I also freeze my diced onions in this. And it's just really that simple. It's not hard at all. It just takes a few minutes. And you're good to go. I think I've mentioned before, I use a soup cuber for many different things. There's 4 cups. I'm also going to save my onion scraps for when I go to do some broth. I could just pull those out and throw those in the pot. So there are my diced onions ready to freeze. Now to slice some peppers. Now I can buy peppers in the store frozen. They're more like bits and pieces. And what I'm showing you now is how I actually preserve my own peppers from the garden. And my peppers did pretty good last year. However, we left our freezer door open and I lost all my peppers. Thankfully, we did not lose anything else, but everything that was in the door of that freezer I lost, and that's where I had all my peppers. So I got three packs of peppers, one from Walmart for $3.44 and two from Aldi at $2.69 each. I use this aluminum pan and I use wax paper to layer between. You could do it on a cookie sheet, but since I'm doing 9 peppers, this allows me to find a smaller space in the freezer that I can flash freeze this many peppers at once. And literally all I do is core it, rinse them out, slice them, and put them on in this pan, try not touching, and layer with wax paper, flash freeze them. And that's it. I'll pull them out and bag them. I like to bag these in gallon or half-gallon bags. I also like to freeze these in slices because they're good for fajitas. But if I need to dice them, it's not a problem. They dice out really easy, even when they're still a little frozen. I just feel like this is a more versatile way to freeze them and to get more use out of them. And there's my 3 bags, 3 half-gallon bags. Okay, so now for rotisserie chicken. I went to Sam's the other day and I got 4 rotisserie chickens. I like to bring those home and strip the meat off the bone. So I'm going to save the skin and the bones to do some chicken broth. And so since I'll have 4 carcasses, I'm just going to put those in this 2-gallon Ziploc bag and put them in my freezer until I'm ready to make some chicken broth. Now, if my husband's grilling joyful chickens, I'll ask him to do 4. And then I will strip up what's left and preserve them this same way. This is one of my favorite shortcuts. I don't think it's new. I think probably a lot of people do this. But that way, if I want to do a chicken pot pie, chicken casserole, a chicken stir fry, chicken salad, cheesy chicken skillet, I already have a cooked chicken ready to go. And it just makes those meals, especially if you're coming in from work, needing to throw something together, this is really nice. I like to try to keep about 4 in my freezer. Let me know in the comment section below some of your favorite chicken recipes and maybe what some of your freezer food preps are. So I put this in my vacuum sealer bag, vacuum seal it, and there you go. I have 1 chicken cooked, stripped up, ready to go. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if it was helpful. Like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.